Hey, hope you're well. So I'm a big fan of casual carpentry, cabinets that are square enough, and I've said many times that I'd rather take workpieces that are consistent and repeatable over absolute accuracy. But just occasionally you come across something where you do need to be properly precise and repeatable at the same time. I've been cutting up a whole stack of this stripy wood veneer paneling recently, and I've come across a technique that's quick and easy and gets you repeatable, accurate cuts with a minimal of gear. Now, at the risk of stating the obvious, the best way to do this would be some kind of rail square with repeat stop extrusion on it. The trouble is, this is a 1.5 meter cut, 1555 millimeters, and the extrusion I have only goes to 1220, so I need a different solution, and the answer was something much simpler. A tape measure. Not an ordinary tape measure though. I like to use these Swedish meter tape measures because I have this little leg that sticks out. They're intended for making internal measurements, but I use it just like a mobile, versatile story stick or rod. I just take the measure against the wall, against the height that it needs to be, and what it reads on the scale, it doesn't really matter because it's the actual length of the measure that I'll be using. Back in the workshop, and we can wrestle the boards out of their packets, very well packaged, and lay them flat on the bench. And use the tape measure in the usual way to reference off one edge of the workpiece. So there's nothing unusual in that, but this is where it gets to be a little bit different. Instead of making a pencil mark, we're just going to run a square, the biggest square you've got. This is the Bench Dog's precision triangle with a couple of bench dogs in it. We run the square up to the end of the tape measure. With the square in place, we can remove the tape measure and put it to one side. Take our guide rail and butt the splinter guard up squarely against the edge of the square. Then remove the square and make our cut. Because this is a veneered board, I'm making a shallow pass as a scoring cut first, and then a pass at full depth for the final cut. And then we can repeat the process for as many boards as we need to cut, knowing that they'll all be identical size and absolutely square. Now it goes without saying that you do need your guide rails and your splinter guards to be in great shape, being truly representative of your cut line. You don't want to go to all this time and trouble and expense on these pricey, stripy veneered panels just to mess it up by not having your splinter guard in the right place. But provided you've got these freshly trimmed or that you know that they're precise, this is a quick and easy way to get repeat cuts, especially on a board of this size, 1555 millimeter, these cuts over 5 feet long, on a board that's 8 foot long. As I said earlier, a guide rail square with the repeat stop is a great way for making smaller cuts, but something of that sort of size would be a little bit unwieldy in a space, in a workspace like this, when the panels themselves are difficult enough to move around. I've used this technique before on other things. The 10-Minute Workshop Plus members will have seen me use it to cut some shelves recently for some kitchen cabinets that I'm doing. Lots going on at the minute with the house build. We've moved back in now, and there'll be lots coming through over the next few weeks. But I'll call this one done for this week. I hope you found that useful. Thanks so much to my 10-Minute Workshop Plus members for their amazing support. There'll be more on this stripy wood panel story in the member video at the weekend. Do come and join us for that. More details at 10minuteworkshop.com or sign up directly at 10minuteworkshop.plus. But I'll call this one done for now. Next video will be the Merca Diros and Dios 12-month test. True to my word, I'll be giving those 2 sanders away, so be sure to join me for that one when I'll be giving details of how to get your name down for those. And then the one after that I think will be the 10-minute workshop 2023 gift list. I'm trying to time that to coincide with Black Friday because there's a couple of spendy items on there which you would probably benefit from a discount. But that's it for this week. Thanks so much for taking a look. I'll see you all again very soon. All right, take care.